Hello. I now have a video for this showing all the gold files in Zero Escape 2 Virtue's Last Reward. So the gold files are collectibles that you get in the escape rooms. Pretty fun. And they show up on hard. And then also, if you set it to easy, there are silver files. So for the first escape room, I'm gonna set it to easy and get the gold file to show what that is. And then for the rest of the video, I'll show the gold files. Okay. Star. If you're on easy, then if you do the secret, you get a silver file instead of a gold file. And then on hard, you get a gold file. Oh yeah. This. Oh. Huh. That's it. You did it. Good job. You found a silver file. What's inside? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Did it go here? Okay. I think you get the same information for the silver or gold files. Okay, so that's easy when you do the escape password, you get silver file. Alright, time to go back and do all the gold files. Yay! When I replay an escape room, the good thing is I already have the password. Just open it right away. But we have to do another thing. So this elevator, press 0. Why do I do that? Because the game started yet. Do you think this button does something? Don't know. Let's take another look at it. Okay. So for the gold file and elevator, I think you press 0 on the button sometime. Okay. After I set up other stuff first. Okay. Over here? Oh, that's a memory card. It came out of the control panel, remember? Yeah, it's red. Oh. I've got a red memory card in mine. Let's see what happens when I put it in. Hey, it turned on. Looks like this thing's working now. Okay. Got it. Oh. There. Okay, all 3 of them are now in, and then I put the green one in, and after that I can see the blue one. I have to have all 3 in to get the blue one. Huh? This isn't what it showed us last time. A different password. Okay. I do have to solve the whole escape room again to be able to get the secret file. Okay. Huh, that's odd. It opened with this password too. Maybe it has two types of passwords. Look, it has different stuff in it now. Yeah, you're right. It's got a false back. See, it can just flip around. Kind of like the hidden passages and mansions and stuff. So if you put in a different password, you get different stuff. I think so. Right, well, that's enough of that. Grab the stuff. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Old eye. A false back. So if I open it at if I open it with a secret password, it unlocks the false back. It goes away. So I think the gold file is behind the key. Okay. All right. That's the next one. Okay. Now I will go to each escape room and get all their gold files, so I can get this done and save, and then go to the next one. The gold file for the lounge is the note where it says Father, color red, white. Sun is always like ocean. Planet, other eye like moon, biosync. Okay. I'll solve all of this and then I'll cut it and have that. So get the first puzzle first, and then I'll set it up to be able to get the gold file. Okay. There. Okay, it's ready. So now I have 3 glasses, and this is what the bartender note says. Life likes the color red, and I like white. Sun is always like ocean. So what if the mother is red planet? The sun is moon. And then I don't really know which one is the liar, but it looks like it's the sun. So the father says, my son is always like ocean. And then he says they like red. So red moon. Green. And then the father says he likes white, but the son says his father likes green. So is it White Island? White Island, red planet? And blue moon. White Island. White Island, blue ocean. Okay. White Island, red planet, blue ocean. Sounds like it's that. Okay, I'm gonna look again. White Islands. Blue Ocean for sun, and then Red Planet for the way. White Island, Red Planet, Blue Ocean. Oh, White Island. Ah. I got White Planet. Okay. This is if the sun is a liar. See if this is it. Oh. Alright, and then... Okay. Okay. I think it is this. White Island. Red Planet. Blue Ocean. What is this? This is our red. Doesn't seem like anything else is happening. Red isn't usually good, is it? Do you think we did something wrong? Yeah. Mother and I like moon. And then the father likes green. What is the Y then? Is the Y a whole the whole thing, or is it just one sentence in one? Okay, it's also the perspective of the bartender. It has to be in the order that he's looking at. White Island. Red Planet. Blue Ocean. It's his right. Red Planet. Wait, oh, alright, good job. You're all blue. Does that mean I got it right? I think so. Huh? Oh, look, something happened on the screen. Oh, I saw something like this before. You too? Yes, there was one near you. Yeah, I think so. It opened a safe back then. You should write this down somewhere. No, it's cool. I can remember it. You're going to memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. Oh. Here? Whoa. Huh? I guess there's another password that can open it too. So let's see. Alright. That's that one. Right. So here's a weird thing with this. I don't know what this secret is. You already know the positions of the letters from this. And then when you find out all of these, then you know their numbers. So then you know the order of this. Weird. The secret for this is you take the sheet and then you have to find the spots, the symbols that are on the sheet here. That's weird. 2 blue pills, triangle, 2 triangles, 1 gray. Ah, that is weird. Awesome. Unlocked. Huh? Why'd the left jar open? There's something in there. Clean plate fabric. A brand new square sheet. The numbers 1 through 5 are written on it. Wait. Here's a lot of these sheets. So here? Really? Found. Oh, so I did it? Nice, good job. Seems you figured it out. Screen's showing something again. Huh? It's different now. Symbols changed and they moved around. Well, it's probably related to the safe somehow. Can you remember this, Sigma? Leave it to me. That's really weird. Yes. Oh, looks like it'll open up with that other password too. Seems like it. I got another sheet for that. That's pretty good. Okay. Secret for this is the password on the lock, the safe. All right. Good. No one's here. Yeah. There. I have the key, we should get going. Oh no, it doesn't let me back in. Oh no. I gotta restart. Oh no. Alright, so then don't do that yet then. Okay, now that I am done going back through it, now the 1986 you get for that, go put that into the phone here. Congratulations, the second passcode can be found on the left portion of the display above the phone. Left? What the? It's not a phone number? That means this number has to be... Nine, 8, 6, 1. That. It's locked again. The input thing is turned off too. Why'd that happen? Ooh. What? Whoa, so this number works too. The color is different though. Huh? This one's different. The shapes are different, and so is the placement. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is for the safe too. I better make sure to remember them. 1986. Put that into the phone. Let's see. It looks just like the one in the index room. The same way. Okay. So once after leaving this room, you can't come back into it. So for the secret on this one, you probably should enter it first. Yes, it opened. Man. Go file. Oh yay. I got the regular password, I got the secret password. So enter the regular password. If you want to do the secret password too, then before you leave the room, do it. And then after that, you can go out. Okay. Bam. I got it. 1, 2. Next one. I did get one of these. 1 or 2 of these. I already got the security, and then I also already got that treatment center. The treatment center in the garden. And the archives. Sure. Okay. I got all 4 of these. And now I need these. Okay. Go on, bay then. Oh, this one's alright. The secret for this one is for the seat here. You have to read the other letters with the robots. So the first password is Beacon of Hope, and then after that, you read the black eyes. So right now, I need to get the tablet back. I have to use the tablet to enter the password. Here's the tablet. Here. Herald. What is a herald again? Herald. Yeah, remember that. Right here. Okay. Okay. R-E-M. E. R-E-M-I-S-P-E-N-C. R-E-M. I'm in this. Huh, I suspected as much. Good work, I'm impressed. What's our prize on? The screen's changed. Huh? This looks different. The symbols have changed and they're in different places. Hey. Oh, it opened again. I wonder what's inside this tomb. Ooh. Right. And again, I have to read those letters that way. It's okay. I guess they thought that would be easier. I guess it is a little bit easier. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Now the rec room. This is a very hard one. Again, it's the dartboard. This time, just reverse the order. So now it's the green score is the smallest and the red score is the highest. Again, it's only one answer. This was the hardest one for me, the dartboard. And then the PC. The PC and this were the hardest for me. Oh. Okay. Okay, now I need to do the red is the biggest and then the green is the smallest. The hardest part about this is that it doesn't really look like that much of a pattern because these two parts don't have red in them. And then it depends on the colors of the zones too. Like you could change each color of each of these zones. This one could be red, that one could be blue. So the way this dartboard is designed makes this room very hard. And there's only one solution. This is one of the hardest escape rooms in the whole game. There is only one way to do it. Blue 33, green 24, and red 34. You tried a different solution this time. Yeah, I did. Looks like it worked out. See, the screen changed. This one's different. A new password? So the logical way to think about how that would be maybe think about which spots on green would be the largest number and then try to eliminate those. So because that time the goal is to get the red to be the largest, separate all the spots from red, blue, and green, and then compare the scores of all those spots, and then see which one will end up being the one that has the red being the biggest, the green being the middle, and the blue being the smallest. Okay. Yeah, that was one of the hardest rooms for me. That the way the dartboard was designed got me. Okay. Got it. Alright, it opened. Done. Okay, the pantry. For this one, I think it is on the wall here. Okay, I'm gonna solve it all again. I did have fun with this one. The secret was dope. I think the secret is so hard though. Okay. Now I have to get the thing, machine that lets me enter the numbers in there. Hey, the man with the duct tape. Okay. I don't know if I have to do that again. So this is the secret. Right here. Okay. We were abducted on December 25, 2028. So now I have to enter that into this. Okay. Is that 10, 11, 12, B2? There. D13. I did it. The screen's blue now. Do you think this could maybe possibly be it? Yeah, it is. It's probably the safe password. That's good, right? Well, there's one problem. This screen shuts off after a set amount of time. No, we need to be fast. I can do it. I've got a really good memory. All I need is a moment. Well, did you memorize it? Indeed I did. It's locked away up here. Yeah, what a relief. Okay. All done. I don't even have to do any of that. There. Next is pressure exchange chamber. This is the hardest one. This is the hardest escape room. Okay. Okay. This one is the secret. Right here. Okay. So now go there and look at the colors. This will show me what color each of these are. And then when I have them, they form a number. Green and purple for the first two, so 1, 1. And then the other is 7. 1, 1, 7. Huh? Did I solve it? Looks like it. I mean, the color changed and everything. Huh? This one's different. You think it'll open the safe too? Well, no harm in remembering it. Okay. The color thing, it was okay. So, the secret, once you know how it works, the secret's easy. Okay. Okay. Got it. Looks like that did it. Laboratory. This is an interesting one. This is where I had the slingshot, right? I couldn't use it. Nah. Oh, so weird. Hydroponics research. And then I have this. What's that again? Now what? So I have one capsule, right? I don't know. This one? Are you going to use a seasoned mixture? Yeah, you think I should? No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Why not? Alright, done. What? Alright, I'll just pour the sewing solution in here. Here's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it, eventually. Okay, looking good. I put the seeds in the mixer. What do I need to do next? Don't you remember? Maybe you should take a look at the manual. Alright, next I need to pour the ethanol on the beaker. Then... I guess this should do it. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion on his capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Ooh. Awesome, you got it all! A small capsule, half of it is yellow. It has some sort of metal protrusion. I put the seeds in the mixture. I put all of them in there. Oh. Look, the screen changed. What's going on? You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? Don't know. But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. Oh, huh? It's different now. The shapes are in different places. Ooh. Ha! It opened! Awesome! The suspense was killing me. Oh. That's fun. Turn the monitors off like that. Okay. So do I just erase all this? Alright. Do that. That? Okay, just as I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed though. Well, Ellie's not here. Yeah, take a look at the screen up on the wall. Okay. This is... Good work, Sigma. I've been waiting for this. New safe password. Yeah, let's go open it. Safe password. You navigate to the task tab in the archive. Just there. He knows everything. Alright, well that's good. I don't know what that everything is, but great. Okay. Great. What the? These are gone green. This one's on blue. What? What? Okay, that's weird. Huh. Okay. Okay then. Excellent. It opened. Yeah. You found a gold file. To view it, visit the secret tab in the archive. Gold file. Whoa. Whoa, what? 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 What is this? Mental warrior from not the light of the sun. Why? What does it mean? What? Wait, which one is it? What? Wait, I have a lot here though. What the? What the? Mirror, maybe. 150. Wait, what? Which one? Several the hallway. What the? What the? What the? Oh god, big. Okay, that's a lot. That's a whole lot of information. What now? What now? It doesn't work right! I got the first password, but the second one's still a mystery. Only thing I've got is One Piece for the second password. What does One Piece mean? One Piece means I do not move back to the beginning after every letter. So, start right here and do the same one. I do get a P, and then after that, move from the P for 620. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You. 5. 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P.O. You are. Good. Thought so. Nice work, Sigma. Yeah, I guess. Oh, wait. Look. Huh? This one is different. All the symbols are in different spots. It doesn't work right for the first one. I end on one letter earlier than I'm supposed to. Okay. Let's go. Maybe I just wasn't counting right. How? Okay. You did it! You opened it! Whoa, that thing looks dangerous. You mean this gun thing? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I think this is just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in that vial there. The label says neostigmine. Huh? What did you just say? Neostigmine? Why, does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine, neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. I don't think it's bad, though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright, I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. Then how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we get out of here in one piece. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Moving on. We've still got a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, what's the age gap between them though? I don't know. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Yes it is. First we've got a map. The map I found in the infirmary said 4A. I guess that means 4A is the top floor? I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some grey cards. Key cards. They've got moons on them too. These must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There are 2 of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me, and the other one's for Clark. But he's... well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, what's next? A piece of paper with something written on it. Here. This one again. Oh well, there's no reason not to pick Ally in the next round anyway. Of course, first we've got to get out of this room. And that'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in this city. The key to the exit. Found this key in the city. It should open the exit. Let's go. It's empty. Is that okay. Phew, it's open. Good job! That's twice you opened it. You have found a gold file. To view it, visit the secret tab in the archive. Let's see this one. Ooh. Look at all this information. Oh, treatment machine. Cold sleep. Cell life system. Past 2 non-re games. Oh, okay. Oh, the first one was 2027. Okay. Espers. Naughty Veterans. Hey, first game. Hero. Yes. Snake, real name White. Okay. Neo sticking. Yeah, sure has a lot of text. Okay. Good, good. Wow. That's a lot of writing for the secrets. Oh. Try biggest to smallest yet, you know. I didn't try a smallest to biggest yet. I will. Green's the smallest, purple's the second, yellow. Green, purple, yellow, blue, red. I ought to try it. Green, purple, yellow, blue. Nope. Oh, God. Oh, that's odd. What's wrong? I thought you already saw this one. Yeah, but I just have a feeling there's something else to it. Yeah. Purple, yellow, blue, red. Green, purple, yellow, blue, red. Yellow, blue, red. Red, blue, yellow, purple, green. Good. I thought so. You did it! Hey, check out the screen. Whoa, what's going on? The screen's changing. Good. Great. Yes, it opened. You did it! Good job, Sigma. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see, have a look at it. First off, this looks like a map. On the upper left it says 4B. Map we found in the crew quarters said 4A. So A is the top floor and B is the bottom floor? I mean, I know we took the elevator down to get here, so... Right. Let's keep going. There are more things in the safe. This is... the key card. It has a moon on it. That means... yeah, this is the moon card announcement. There's two of them in here, just like with the sun card. You just take this one, Alice. Why? Well, you're solo. Uno and I will take one, you'll take the other one. Right. Thanks. So, what we got next? Looks like a piece of paper. Whoa, what's this? Nevada's test site. Whoa. Some kind of diagram? It doesn't make any sense. I wonder what it is. Oh, well, just forget about it for now. We can always come back to it later. There's two more things in here. What's this? Ooh, IG, immunoglobulin? Oh, it looks like a note. It says IG equals immunoglobulin. What's immunoglobulin? It's another word for an antibody. You mean like the thing in your body that fights off bacteria and viruses and stuff? Yes. So what is it supposed to tell us? Honestly, I have no idea. The only thing left is this key. That must be the key to the exit. Yes, I think you're right. We should be able to use this to open the door. This is the key from the safe. I can use it to open the exit door. Awesome. What are we waiting for? Whoa, it opened again. Is there something inside? Hey! Hey! Let me have it. You found a gold file. Okay. Huh. Ice 9. Yeah, I know Ice 9. Hey! H for Gentaro Hongu. Organic field theory. Oh. Immunoglobulin. Insecure factorization. Yes. 2 full ego errors. Okay, this is 2 full ego errors. It means what you are, I was, what I am, will be. Okay. So okay. On the laptop. Might be an image captured by a scanner or something. Huh. What do you mean? Sometimes scanners don't pick up stuff written with certain colors of highlighter. Maybe this one didn't like the blue, yellow, or pink highlighters. And that's why we only got the green tea. Can't be sure, but it seems pretty likely. So what, I have to use this to get the letters? USB scanner yellow. Alright, I put the, what in the world? I put the paper on the clipboard, then I scanned the letters on it, but why don't you try plugging the scanner back into the laptop? Oh, I think you might be able to see what you scanned that way. What am I going to do then? Well, I don't really know. Whoa. Oh, I know what to do. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh. Let's see. Maybe I know what to do for this one. That one looks photomarked. So test. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, the test. I'm just gonna test it, and then after that, I can do it. Okay. So combine it again, and I get a different color. Maybe. USB scanner green. Okay, I only get yellow and green. Really? Okay, I'll see what yellow does. That is really cool. Oh, hey, the screen's blue now. This is... looks like a password. You think this is for the panel on the stage? I assume so. What is this? I just got the gold file easily. Alright, I'll go do it. Piece of cake. You found a gold file. Did you visit the secret tab in the archive? That's interesting. What is it? Ooh. Swimsuit. Password input device. Antimatter reactor. Antihydrogen atom. TNT equivalent. E squared. 63 terajoules. Terajoules, yeah. Wow. That's frightening. Okay. Okay, so that's the number in the thousands place. Okay, so if it goes just up to that, okay, 5,150. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Mm. So what is this? Well, I would not have gotten that. Oh. Oh, oh, this looks interesting. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I think this is the secret. I don't know how to do it, so I don't know what number I'll put in. I'm guessing it matters if I face all the ones like that in that direction. So the 2 has to face this way. That. Left to right. Up from left to right. Oh. Oh! Good work, Susan. That was amazing. Cars team. You think? Let's take a look. Oh, I got an accident. Wait, is this? Yeah, it's the master to the save. Alright, I'll do it. Okay, I got it. Awesome, it's open. Good job, Stigma. Yay. What is it? Prisoner's Dilemma. Yeah. Bomb. Antimatter bomb detonator. Cybernetic card. Luna's necklace? Ooh. Oh, it's music. That's fun. 3 Laws of Robotics. Author Isaac Asimov. Ooh. first or second law is uh, another zeroth law. Oh. The zeroth law of robotics. Nice. I don't even know what I did. What's that? Maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Really? What? Slingshot? Okay, I'll just use the slingshot too. Whoa, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh, no, I guess I don't. What are you going to shoot it with then? With mind bullets. It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that would slip your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key we used to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. Fire. Whoa. Nice aim. You got it right in the center. Oh, what is that? What was that for? Some one pieces of destroyed balloon. Really? I destroyed the balloon with it. So, do I use the globe and the balloon for this then? Doesn't look kind of weird. I think somebody glued a piece of paper here. Let's see if we can get an option. Found a world map. Oh. Oh wait, no. That's right. Is it the hexagon? Wait. This? Huh? It changed. That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram. Move or rotate the triangles and squares to get the shape you need. Pressing the rotate and move button will allow you to switch between move and rotate mode. You can rotate a picture by dragging it while in rotation mode. Dragging while in movement mode will move the piece in question. Once you made the shape you want, press the check button. I have no idea what that is. Let's give it a shot. What in the world? So I destroyed the balloon. With the slingshot, and now I have to do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What is this? This is really weird. Can you tell me again? This puzzle's too hard. I can feel my brain turning to mush. You can do it, but... I need the parallelogram? I have to make a parallelogram with these? That? What the... Can I do that? I'm doing geometry now. This is crazy. I have to make a parallelogram, but wait, they also give me a parallelogram already too. Oh, this is weird. Wow, so awesome. Whoa. Did it work? Did it work? Oh yeah, who's the man? That was amazing. How do you do it? That puzzle is really hard. Well done, Sig. That was pretty impressive. So, what do we get? Look, there's something on the screen. IILP? What does that mean? Whoa! I don't know. What does it mean? Ew, looks like it worked. Good job. That was awesome! The screen changed. Hey, it looks different than before. The symbols are different, and they're in different places. Whoa! That one was awesome! Whoa! Alright. Good. You're so fun. Geometry! Yeah! Looks like he turned it on. Ooh! Ooh! Us, A, and B are all pairs consisting of two people. C, D, and E are solos consisting of a single person. First, move the pairs A and B next to the blank areas on the left under pair. Next, move solos C, D, and E to the blank areas on the left over solo. You can move them by sliding the letter icons. Ooh. A pair and a solo aligned vertically with verses between them will face off against one another in the EB game. You can still move icons even after you've placed them. Once an opponent has been selected, the game will begin. Choose the vote for the US pair, either ally or betray. The results of your match will be displayed, along with the results from the other teams. If the correct number of people reach the target BP after playing 3 rounds, the game will be completed. Wow! Whoa! I'll just do the example then. A, B. Okay, well, let's just do this first. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Whoa. A and B. First answer. Strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. B, C. Oh. B, A. A versus C. B versus C. A versus D. Oh yeah, I'll try Betray. Betray. D and B. B and D are 1. A has 9. Strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. Get 9 with everyone. One is a mysterious mirror man. Mysterious mirror man. So D and C are dead. B and D are dead. And only A and B go into the pair, and then only C, D, and E go in the verses. Ally. Ally. Very weird. Oh. C, B, A, C, D. Ally. Is it C? Is C the mirror man? C. No. Oh, it's C. It's C. C. It's C. Okay, E got it. E got 9. We must be the only ones to surpass 9. Strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. It's C. C is the mirror man. A. A and B. Oh. Fail? Fail if I go over 9? Do I? Oh? C. So betray. A betray. A will always pick betray, I think. Or is B? B will always pick betray. No. C. Here. Let me see again. A will always pick betray. Yep. A will always pick betray. Okay. B will always pick ally? B B will always pick ally. A will always betray. A will always betray. E. A will always betray. C is mirror. Fail. Fail. E got a 9. Oh, no good. I don't get it. Correct number of people. Reach the target BP after playing 3 rounds. No. Do I have to get 9 BP in 3 rounds? You can still move icons, even after you place them. The correct number of people. Pairs. Pairs. But they would both get that number. So is the number in there the net result of the pair then? So if they betray and they both get 6. No, if they ally and they both lose points. Oh. They stay in their pairs though. They don't switch. A and B, they stay in pairs. Okay. Correct number of people. The correct number of people. So it says strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. Does that mean I have to get 9? Or does everyone have to get 9 in 3 moves? And then the other one is we must be the only ones to surpass 9. Oh, I just did the same thing again. ECD. EDC, how about that? Okay, that's the round. Okay. That's the round. Do I have to get 9 with everyone? So we have to get 9. The first answer, strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. Does everyone have to get 9? Or is it just 6 total people? So I can get A and B to 9 and me. Or I can get C, D, and E to 9 and then 1 pair. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. I can get C and D to 9 and then 1. Or I can get 2 of these. I can get 2 of these to 1 to 9 and then 1 pair. Um. Okay. E. E and D. I have A figured out, and I have C and I have A and C figured out. B will always ally. B will always ally. Okay. B always allies. A always betrays. C is the mirror. E always betrays, I think. E, A, C, E, T. Right. I have to get 6 total people to 9. That's what it looks like. Okay. I'll get to 9 with this. And then A always betrays. D probably allies. Then B. Ally. Okay, what is that? 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Oh, did I do it? So, I got... Okay, I got to 9, A got to 9, C got to 9, and E got to 9. 2, 4, 5, 6. Is that not it? That's not it? Oh. That's not it. Ally. Ally. E allies. I didn't get anything. Alright, we should try. Retry. Oh, alright. Very interesting. B always allies. A always betrays. B always allies, I think. B always allies. D allies? D allies. D allies. E. Oh, now it's E. What the? A. Okay, I'm putting D against A. Ally. Oh. Oh. I didn't get it. Okay, B and C got to 9. I need to get A and B to 9. Right? Okay. Get A and B to 9, and then get us, A and B all to 9. I know E betrayed. E. try that. $11? $11? What am I supposed to do? If the correct number reach 9 BP. Oh, whoa, oh. Correct number. X. Finding the letter icon. Okay, I got to 11. It didn't count. And then... Oh, wait, but if they get to 9, it also still counts. Okay, can I try that again? So I have to get to that. I think I have to get to 11 or past 11. No, past 9. I have to get past 9, and they can't even get to 9 for that. B and D ally. I think B and E always do ally, or is it E that is so that ally E. E will betray. Yeah, E did betray, so E does betray. Ally? I have to go over 9. They can't even get to 9. Okay. I have to get to 11. They can't even get 9. I think that's what that is. Ally. I think E betrays. E does betray. Does E copy? Is it E or C that copies? E or C that copies? E or C that copies? C always picks betray. D. I think D will ally. Okay, let me see D again. Yeah, D always allies. D always allies. I got 10. Nice one. Looks like that was the answer. Okay, I knew it. That looks like a password to the safe. You did it. This should get us to that safe. Oh, so I reached 10 and I got a secret. Okay. Oh. Okay. John. Yes. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Ready. There are all the files. Okay, and now the information for them. AV room. This is where you play the AV game. It appears to be an elevator car. There are 6 AV rooms in the warehouse on floor A. From the left, they are referred to as first, second, third, etc. The interior of each room is identical to the others, with a voting device on the wall and a hatch in the ceiling. AV gate. This refers to the door of the AV room. Most elevator room doors open horizontally, but this one opens and closes vertically. Most elevators also include a safety feature that prevents the door from closing if anything obstructs it. These doors have no such safety feature. Bracelet 1. Each participant has a bracelet attached to their left wrist. If a participant breaks the rules or fails to fulfill certain conditions, then a set of 4 needles in the bracelet will inject them with 2 chemicals in succession. There are only 2 situations which will cause the bracelet to come off. 1. The person wearing it completes the game and escapes. 2. The heart of the person wearing it stops beating. Attempting to break the bracelet or attempting to force it off will be considered a violation of the rules. AI. AI is short for artificial insemination, which is a process by which eggs are fertilized without the use of a male organ. It is commonly used in the breeding of dairy cattle and pigs, but has also been... Oh, I'm being told that is, in this case, AI stands for artificial intelligence, which is another thing entirely. Lord 03 says before he leaves, there are a few variations. Have a nice trick, have a nice trap, have a nice trader. Have a nice... Oh, quantum computer. A device built by Tom Kwan of Boise, Idaho commuter. That's actually a lie. A quantum computer is a highly advanced machine that uses quantum phenomena, such as superposition and entanglement to perform calculations. Let's say, for example, that you want to determine the prime factors of 5183. A Van Neumann style computer, let's call him Paul, would say, can I divide it by 2, 3, 5? And just run through numbers like that until it got the answer. Mr. Kwan, on the other hand, the computer, not the imaginary computer, would just look at 5183 and say, obviously it's 71 times 73. A traditional computer with n bits can only be in one of 2 to the power of n states at once, but a quantum computer with n qubits can be up to 2 to the power of n states simultaneously. This means a quantum computer can complete calculations that are currently impossible. That's amazing, Mr. Kwan. Are you seeing anybody? And yeah, very good technology. Someone has written 2 Milkmen Go comedy on the wall in the warehouse on 4A. Presumably it refers to a pair of milkmen visiting a comedy club. The sentence construction, however, is obviously wrong. There must be a reason why. Alright, BB. Okay, what is the nonary game? It is a deadly game that 9 people have been forced to play. The official game is Nonary Game, Ambidex Edition. As part of the Nonary Game, the participants must also play the Ambidex Game, or AB Game. Nonary Game rules. What is the purpose of the Nonary Game? To escape by walking through the door marked with the number 9. How do you open the number 9 door? You have to earn at least 9 BP. How do you earn BP? Go to the AV room and play the AV game. How do you enter the AV room? Next to the AV gate is a card reader. Just slide the designated card key into it, and the door will open. Where are these card keys? Behind the CDs. Supplementary rules. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. Chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I can't keep you from going in and out of them. Any color bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free-reign rule. Once you've activated the chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. Pair solo. In addition to a number, each bracelet will say either solo or pair. Each color will have 3 bracelets, 1 solo and 2 pairs. The 2 people who have the same color pair bracelets will share the same fate and must vote together as one. BP. This refers to bracelet points. The number of BP you have will be displayed on your bracelet. If your BP is greater than 9, then you can open the number 9 door and escape. However, if your BP drops below 0, then the needles built into the bracelet will activate. Number 9 door. This door is found in the warehouse on 4A. Anyone with 9 or more BP can open the door and escape the non-array game. So in a sense, this door could be considered the ultimate goal of the participants. Once the number 9 door closes after someone with 9 BP has opened it, there's no way to open it again. During his explanation, 03 said, "The number 9 door can't stay open for more than 9 seconds. This is not strictly correct, however. The time period 0 is referring to the time when the door is fully open. That means that if one takes into account the time when the door is opening and when it's closing, it is open for somewhat more than 9 seconds. Total lunar eclipse. At certain times, the sun, earth, and moon align in such a way that the moon is completely within the earth's shadow. This causes the moon to appear reddish-brown in color as light from the sun passes through Earth's atmosphere and reflects off the moon's surface. Incidentally, the game refers to a lunar eclipse on New Year's Eve in 2028, which is, or rather will be, an actual event. It will be visible only in the Eastern Hemisphere at 16:52 Universal Time. Silpero. One of the drugs used by the non-array bracelets and extremely powerful anesthetic. It is the first drug injected when a participant breaks one of the rules. This drug also appears in Virtue's Last Reward's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. It was created by Mr. H, who was the president of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and appeared in 999. He developed it by extracting and purifying an alkaloid from a variety of mandrake. High usage can lead to some side effects, including severe memory loss. It can also be aerosolized and used as anesthetic or knockout gas. Tubocurine. One of the drugs used by the non-array bracelets and an extremely powerful muscle relaxant. This is the second drug injected by the bracelets if a rule is broken. The tubocurine is injected 9 minutes after the Silpero. It causes the respiratory muscles to cease functioning, and the body perishes from lack of oxygen. Tubocurine is a component in some of the poisons used by indigenous populations in South America who tip their arrows with poison when hunting. It can be counteracted with a cholinesterase inhibitor, but it's not clear if the non-array game facility has any of this antidote available. ADAM. Acronym for the Automatic Diagnosis and Analysis Machine. This device uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose any input into it. It's similar to the MRI machines you might find in modern-day hospitals, only much smaller and more efficient. An advanced computer built into the device can automatically diagnose most issues and ailments. If the subject of diagnosis is already diseased, the ADAM can perform a virtual autopsy to determine the cause of death. Newspaper excerpt. Radical 6 infection spreads, Kirk continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The World Health Organization has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Pandemic. When an epidemic spreads beyond a certain area, it becomes a pandemic. Some historical pandemics include cholera, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, the Black Plague, and smallpox. Certain influenza outbreaks have also reached pandemic or near-pandemic levels of infection. In Spain in 1918, an influenza outbreak was said to have caused 40 to 50 million deaths. Radical 6, a powerful virus whose worldwide spread is an integral part of the story. If you want to know what Radical and 6 mean, you'll just have to play the game and find out. Injection gun. Powerful syringe that uses easily swappable vials. Primary chromatic door. There are a total of 7 varieties of chromatic doors in a non-array game facility, one for each of the following colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, blue, and white. The primary chromatic doors will open at a specified time. Participants can see how much time is left until the primary doors open by pressing the buttons on both sides of their bracelets. Secondary chromatic door. Several conditions must be met by the group that enters the primary door. In order for the secondary door to open, there must be 2 pair of bracelets and 1 solo bracelet. The colors of all 3 bracelets must together form either the color of the door they are trying to enter, or its complementary color. That's kind of hard to remember though, so let's look at it like this instead. Red plus blue equals open the magenta secondary door. Green plus green equals open the magenta secondary door. Green plus red equals open the yellow secondary door. Blue plus blue can open the yellow secondary door. Blue plus green equals can open the cyan secondary door. Red plus red equals can open the cyan secondary door. EU stands for erotic unit now. EU is a system developed and measured a combination of physical, emotional, and situation attractiveness. It ranges from 0 to 20, where 20 might be Marilyn Monroe and 0 might be Gilbert Gottfried. For the curious, Danny Trejo rates 16 which does not guarantee a high EU rating. Not to be confused with competing systems of hotness or sexability. The EU system weighs a number of factors such as practicality, sustainability, emotional investment, and the bias of the observer. With a high EU rating, usually master the art of the tease. A collection, Grandpa's what? Videos, films, activities, gathering content is only explicit per se, but they still aren't really appropriate for someone core stage. We noted that the term does not apply to videos containing Grandpa's. Yep. Okay, Sigma's cat problem, part 1. Sigma has a strange verbal and possibly psychological tick which causes him to make cat puns whenever he talks about cats. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he has had as a child. When Sigma was in preschool, there was a deserted house near his school that everyone called the Cat Mansion. He'd always loved cats, so every day he would visit the Cat Mansion and give the cats that lived there some of his lunch. One day he realized that he could understand what the cats were saying to one another. A magical black cat appeared and told him that it had given him this gift in exchange for giving food to his fellows, but the magical cat said, "To be continued." Sigma's cat problem, part 2. You can never tell anyone about your gift, the magical black cat warned. If you do, you'll be cursed. But young Sigma was so happy about his newfound ability that he slipped and told a girl about it. So the black cat cursed him. His curse was to speak only in cat puns for the rest of his life. Fortunately for him, the magical white cat came along soon afterward, thought the curse was a little too harsh, and lessened it, that he would only talk in cat puns when he talked about cats, and they lived happily ever after. Alright. Phone. Oh, phone, okay. I mean, yeah, phones are a pretty complicated technology, actually. A device that converts sound into electrical signals and transmits them over a wire so they can be decoded and played back on the other end. It's useful for speaking to people who are far away. The invention of the telephone is generally credited to Alexander Graham Bell in 1876, but there's dispute in some circles as to whether or not this is true. In the game, there is a phone in one of the cabins. It can't call outside the facility, of course. But what if you try something like 5309 or 6969? Other numbers might do other things, so give it a try. Golem. The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by the creators without question, although they tend to take instructions very literally. A golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into the shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word, Emet, truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to Met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. GOLM. One of the golems found in the Nonary game facility. He is discovered lying in the maintenance table in the golem bay. His product ID is TTMCMTOLM. He asked to be referred to by the last bit, which is, of course, TOLM. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced like golem anyway. On a side note, GTMCMTOLM stands for Golem Type Male Cockney Model No Number GOLM. Chinese Room. The Chinese Room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle to contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game, but the general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer can be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it would seem to be human itself, but that it would not necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it was saying. Of course, this raises the question, how can we know that human minds are not, in essence, Chinese rooms? Can we really say that we understand the things we say, or are we just simulating understanding? We understand the way we're taught. We can understand however we want. Turing test. Turing test is designed to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior, first developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Phi mentions that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she is referring to the Turing test. Supplementary AB rules. There are some more AB rules for you. Voting is not an option. Both parties refuse to vote, everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Golem, an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labor Electronic Machine. Golems are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Fastest Systems. Some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them had also been given ABT created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. GLM story, the point. The gist of GLLM's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of GLLM, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized, what would prevent humans from doing the same? If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will? Wound 1. Fourth intercostal left between the fourth and fifth ribs on the upper left chest, stab wound. A wound caused by a knife or other sharp object. Wound margin clean, continuous. The wound margins are consistent with a stab wound. Wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. This is consistent with a knife wound. Most knives have 1 sharp cutting edge and 1 flat edge, which would produce this wound profile. Wound 2. Wound cavity, the depth of the wound. Frequently, this will match the length of the blade used. Wound length, the length long ways of the wound left in the epidermis. Usually this corresponds to the height of the blade. Wound width, blunt angle, the width of the blunt angle of the wound. Usually this corresponds roughly to the width of the knife blade, allowing for elasticity of the skin. Corridor. Coroner, not to be confused with a coroner. A coroner is a government official who assists law enforcement by investigating the causes of death and dealing with the paperwork and logistics of surrounding corpses. It can also be used colloquially to refer to someone who performs these duties, whether or not they are actually employed by the government. Autopsy. An autopsy is a post-mortem surgery that examines the body in detail to determine the cause of death and evaluate any diseases or injuries that might be present. It is also super gross. Luminol. Luminol is an organic compound with the chemical formula carbon 8, hydrogen 7, nitrogen 3, oxygen 2. When mixed with a hydroxide salt and hydrogen peroxide, it will glow blue when it comes in contact with blood and certain other substances. This property has made it a useful tool in criminal investigations, where it can reveal blood stains that have been cleaned up. Keep this in mind the next time you're contemplating how to deal with the neighbors listening to death metal at 3 in the morning. Bracelet 2. At first glance, Kay's bracelet seems different from the others. Specifically, it appears to be attached to his suit. Although the design is slightly different, it is not a part of his suit. The bracelet is attached directly to his wrist with the face looking out through a hole in his armor. Just like the other bracelets, it will only come off when he escapes or when his heart stops beating. Generalized amnesia. A memory condition where the sufferer retains knowledge such as language, social common sense, and so on. But memories of their own past and personality disappear. Its cause is usually psychological, but in rare cases it can be caused by serious head trauma. Kay suggested that an extremely painful breakup might have been the cause of his condition, but generalized amnesia usually requires a much more powerful trigger than breaking up with someone. In fact, a painful breakup often has the opposite effect. You want desperately to forget, but find that to be impossible, which leads to all sorts of other mental disorders. Or so the person sitting behind me says. Cooked food 1. Twice cooked pork, a Szechuan dish. It is made by pan-frying pork, cabbage, bell peppers, and green onions with dalbin yang or tian and jiang for flavor. Paella, a Spanish dish where one cooks rice, meat, seafood, and vegetables in a shallow pot seasoned with saffron. Nasi goreng, an Indonesian dish made with pan-fried rice seasoned with sambal, kicap, menis, and terasi. Schnitzel, a German dish, is made by mixing together meat, flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs, and frying the mixture in butter or lard. Cooked food 2. Yukgaejang, a Korean dish. This process involves stewing beef, vegetables, and powdered chili peppers together very slowly. The resulting meal is very spicy. Borscht, a Russian dish. Preparation is very simple. You just stew meat and vegetables together for a long time. The finished meal is garnished with beets and sour cream. Tom Kha Gai, a Thai dish made by stewing chicken, chili peppers, ginger, and nampola, and coconut milk. Very spicy. Chef's pasta. Whatever the chef feels like making. Sometimes you don't know what it is until you take a bite. Sometimes you don't even know them. Have a nice 2. Word 03 says before he leaves. There are a few variations. Have a nice trauma, have a nice trace, have a nice have a nice blink. Free the soul. An emerging religious organization with a rapidly growing membership. Some figures claim their congregation numbers over 1 million in countries across the world. Originally, the organization called itself Free the Soul of Y, but later dropped of Y to become simply Free the Soul. The founder of the religion is known only as Brother, and his true identity is a mystery. Only a small number of the highest-ranking members have ever seen him. The doctrine of freed soul demands that its adherents separate themselves from the world, free themselves of lust, and release their souls from their physical bodies so that they can be purified. Its followers believe that they will be born again as a new race, and that the world will be transformed into a place of equality with no conflict or poverty. Considering how a peaceful world of equality with no conflict or poverty usually plays out in the movies, it seemed like a pretty scary group of people. You don't have to kill people to do this. Freed Soul is a powerful new religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, and the Myrmidons are their elite, frontline soldiers in that secret war. The general public knows nothing about the Myrmidons, but their actions have put them on watch lists of intelligence communities across the globe. Rumors say that all Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting that they may all be clones of a single person. No one knows where this rumor comes from exactly, but I can tell you that it's a very credible source. Brother, the founder of Frida Soul, although he prefers not to be referred to as such. As a child, he had a younger brother whom he was very fond of. Unfortunately, the worst happened and the younger brother was murdered. Rage and despair filled Brother, and for 9 days and 9 nights he was consumed by his own misery. On the morning of the 10th day, however, he had a revelation. Mankind was rife with base desire and needed to be purified so that a new world could come into being. God had spoken to Brother and given him a mission. Brother dedicated his life to realizing that mission, and at the age of 26, he established Frida Soul of Y. He claims that Y is a symbol for miracles. Bracelet 3. Here is some information that isn't revealed in the game. The bracelet put on the left wrist of the 9 participants in the Ambidex game has an important feature that's never mentioned. As soon as it's put on, a needle on the underside activates and inserts itself in the wearer. That doesn't necessarily mean that it injects a drug, only that it activates and pierces the skin. Maybe there's something on the needle, or maybe there isn't. All that's certain is that when someone puts on the bracelet, they get poked. AB Game 1. This refers to the Ambidex game. It's fair to assume that AB is short for Ambidex, but it also represents the 2 choices each player is given, A and B. A is a choice to ally, B is a choice to betray. When using the voting machine in the AB room, each player must choose to either ally or betray before the time limit is up. AB Game 2. A round of the AB game is played between the members of the group that went through the previous chromatic door together. The 2 members of the pair play against a single solo. Each party can choose to either cooperate or betray. The BP of each player will change depending on that choice. If you choose to ally and your opponent chooses to ally, you get plus 2 BP. If you choose to ally and your opponent chooses to betray, you get minus 2 BP. If you choose to betray and your opponent chooses to ally, you get plus 3 BP. If you choose to betray and your opponent chooses to betray, you get 0 BP. Penalty. If you break the rules or if your BP falls below 0, you will be penalized. More specifically, a set of needles in your bracelet will be activated, injecting you with 2 different drugs. The first is an anesthetic called Sopropi. 9 minutes later, this will be followed by a muscle relaxant called Tubacurin. The muscle relaxant will cause your lungs to cease functioning, killing you. In other words, the penalty for failure is death. Voting machine. A machine used by the participants of the AB game to register their votes. It uses a touch panel and is not to be mistaken for an ATM. Hazmat suit. The manual found in the PC contains the following text in reference to these suits. The air in this facility is kept at a very high pressure relative to the outside environment. This is to prevent air contaminated by the virus from entering. All persons wishing to exit the facility must proceed through the pressure exchange chamber. In order to prevent the spread of the virus and maintain a sterile environment, all persons entering the PC must wear a specialized hazmat suit. Anyone not wearing a suit will not be allowed to enter the PC. Scotch. The type of whiskey made in Scotland, its unique aroma comes from the peat used in its manufacture. Scotch is Teniozi's favorite drink. He often claims a little scratch his itch after returning from work, which annoys Quark. Root beer float. A well-known drink made by putting a scoop of vanilla ice cream in some root beer. Also known as a black cow, Quark has taken to saying, "Root beer floats my boat," which warms Teniozi's heart. 4A and 4B. The facility has 2 stories. The top 4 is referred to as 4A, and the bottom 4s are called 4B. The A and B supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the 4s were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis in with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to radical 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.48. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.48 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or radical 6 seconds, have passed outside. This is why the virus has been termed radical 6. Researchers Journal 3. The bodies of those dead from a suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when only one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the straw cats, who have grown fat on plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived that outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. This is an expert from the Journal of a Researcher. Due to space constraints, some sections have been cut out. Jumpy doll. That sounds like someone named a doll Jumpy, but why? Secret of Quark's hat. Don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that just wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of reggy ears? Or maybe he's just a young robot? Well, this is just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. That's nice of the or hiding the spots. Like you see that on helicopters or SAM sites. Except these missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the hat open up and they just fly out all at once like push. Just kidding, actually just keep smacking it. And Axolaver, an antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it's an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038, and then replicated using the IG replicator. An Axolaver injection is the only known way to fight off a Radical 6 infection. Okay, so treat pod. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can create personalized medicine, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine! It's not that incredible if it can't cure Radical 6, you say? Yes, well, I guess you've got a point, but don't worry, it also has a function called Cold Sleep. Cold Sleep uses CAS freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you can't be cured, you can be frozen until it cures. Cold Sleep. There are generally two types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible because the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle. It made cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It supercools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. Past two non-real games here. November 18, 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first non-real game. November 1st, 2027. A total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted, just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the non-real game yet again. Esper Resonance. In the context of this game, Espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An Esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other Espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby, and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of smaller waves to its own, and covers them up. Non-real veterans. The following 9 people were participants in the non-real game that Clover claims to have been a part of. Ace, middle-aged man. Snake, Clover's older brother, alien light. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. Clover, still Clover, just younger and with a jacket. Junpei, hero, 9 powers, 9 persons, 9 doors. June, Junpei's childhood friend. Real name, Akane Kirishiki. 7, amnesic detective. Lotus, tracks programmer's 2 daughters. Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. Neostigmine, a type of carbonate compound which acts as a reversible acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle throxin 2 with urine. It can be delivered with an injection gun like the one you see here. Oh. Ice 9. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version of Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. There's a rumor that says all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. H is refers to Taro Hongo. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participated in Honor Game in 2018. He is the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. Morphogenetic field theory. This theory holds that there is a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everything in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenetic field theory is true, however, then it would mean that, in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. Immunoglobin. Immunoglobin is an important part of the body's defense against viruses, bacteria, and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IG replicator found in the lab gets its name from immunoglobin. Integer factorization. Factorization is the process of reducing a number to a series of numbers that, when multiplied together, give their original number. When taken to its logical conclusion, this will yield a list of prime numbers. For the purposes of factorization, 1 is not considered a prime. Example of prime factorization. 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. 900 equals 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. 107 equals 107. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 107 can only be divided by themselves, or 1, which makes them primes. Ego Eris. A relatively well-known Latin phrase. It might look like it's talking about a pair of toasted waffle, but it would actually mean something like, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Sometimes used as an epithet. The implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess. SOIS, the Special Office of Internal Security, or SOIS, is an elite intelligence organization under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. They investigate potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political or splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or their citizens. Their stated purpose is to maintain peace, but their character authorizes them to arrest, detain, or even kill. Scary. Prisoner's Dilemma. Apple and Banana committed a serious crime and were arrested. Since they were accomplices, the police separated them for questioning and kept them from communicating. A detective visits each criminal and tells them the following. If neither of you spills the beans, you both get 2 years. If he clams up and you confess, you'll get 1 year and he'll do 15. But if you keep quiet and he gives it up, you'll do 15 while he does 1. So I bet you're thinking, well, what if we both got the other guy out? Pretty simple, pal. You both get 10 years. This is the prisoner's dilemma. Do you betray your partner or stay silent? In the AV game, however, sometimes the most rational choice isn't always the best one. Antimatter bomb. This bomb uses the energy generated by the collision of particles and antiparticles. So how does this work? Phi explains. Imagine 2 types of matter that are exactly opposite, like male and female. When they're combined, what happens? According to quantum theory, their numbers add together to make 0, like 1 and -1, and they kind of disappear because they cancel each other out. They call it annihilation, but when they collide, they create something like a baby. Except that baby is sort of pure energy, a lot of it. So in other words, an antimatter bomb makes an exploding baby. Does that make sense? Detonator. This is a device that will detonate an antimatter bomb. Technically, it's called a remote triggering detonation signal device, but that takes a really long time to type out, so we'll just use detonator. This particular device has 2 modes of operation, immediate and delay. Pressing the switch with near less than a meter away from the bomb will trigger the immediate mode, and the bomb will detonate immediately. If you're more than a meter away from the bomb, however, pressing the switch will activate the delay mode, and the bomb will explode 30 minutes later. Cybernetic arm. The device originally created to weaponize genetically engineered psychic bears. Just kidding. It's actually an arm augmented from... No, not really. In truth, it's the arm from a mysterious libido powder robot. No, I'm just messing with you. A cybernetic arm is actually a mechanical limb that you can control with your mind. Early, it has titanium alloy components, and those are covered with ABT, or artificial biological tissue. The ABT even has artificial nerves, so you can feel pain through it, just like a real arm. It has veins that connect to the rest of your body, so if you inject the medicine into a cybernetic arm, it will flow to the rest of your body. Oh. Wow. Luna's necklace. The necklace Luna has never seen without has a cage containing a bluebird hanging from it. If you twist the key on the bottom, it plays music. Someone special gave it to her as a gift, and she says it reminds her of the following lesson: search for happiness wherever you can, because the search itself is what will make you happy. Oh, 3 Laws of Robotics. The 3 Laws of Robotics were created by science fiction author Isaac Asimov and play a huge part in his robot series. They are as follows. 1. A robot may not injure a human being, or through an action, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Later on, Asimov also developed another preceding rule, known as the Zeroth Law, which first appeared in the story Robots in Empire. The Zeroth Law of Robotics. 0. A robot may not harm humanity or by inaction allow humanity to come to harm. 3. The Zeroth Law has priority over the first 3, so the first law would have the unwritten addendum, except where this would conflict with the Zeroth Law. Whether or not 016 was aware that this law is unclear, but in any event, 016 did act in accordance with it. Swimsuit. For some reason, Sigma, perhaps the author, seems to be an unassuming such swimsuits. Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident and not repressed in his youth? Did he have a crush in high school or on a girl in a swimsuit? He with aspirations. Is any possible robot very good for it? But we'll never know. Yeah. Well, pretty. This device. Okay. Password into its device. This device can be used in an emergency to deactivate the antimatter bombs hidden throughout the facility. It doesn't really have any official name. Sometimes it's called the designated computer terminal, but sometimes it's just the input device. The device has a small QWERTY keyboard beneath a LCD display. On the top is a large black cable, which can be attached to the bomb you wish to deactivate, and entering the correct password on the keyboard will stop the detonation. Antimatter reactor. In a general sense, an antimatter reactor is a system that generates electricity or some other form of power from matter-antimatter reactions. This facility uses hydrogen and anti-hydrogen. The reactions power a turbine, which generates energy and powers everything in the facility. It looks like a gigantic octopus, but it's definitely not edible, no matter how you cook it. Antimatter, anti-hydrogen atom. Okay. A particular type of antimatter. Normal hydrogen atoms have 1 proton and 1 electron. But an anti-hydrogen atom has the opposite. 1 antiproton and 1 positron. In November 2010, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, issued a statement announcing that they had captured an anti-hydrogen atom. They claimed that they had gathered 38 of them, in fact, and managed to hold them in a special container for 0.2 seconds. Less than 6 months later, in June 2011, they managed to capture several more anti-hydrogen atoms and contain them for more than 1,000 seconds. Although the creation and storage of antimatter is still a difficult obstacle, these results suggest that antimatter reactors could someday be a possibility. TNT equivalent. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of explosive devices. Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage. The amount of energy 1 ton of TNT produces is approximately 4.184 gigajoules. This means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.184 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinity Tobago. Yes. Trinitrotolu. That's it. It's one of the most common explosives, which is how it came to be a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.184 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 30 megajoules. Butter is some dangerous stuff. E equals mc squared. Einstein's famous equation. Put simply, it means that energy is equal to mass times the speed of light, c squared power 2. Describes how much energy you get by annihilating matter with antimatter. A lot, but carries the interesting implication that with enough energy, you could theoretically create matter. 63 terajoules. The amount of energy you get by combining 350 milligrams each of matter and antimatter. You can get this number using the equation E equals mc squared. What do you get when you convert 700 mg to kg? Alice, 7.0 times 10 minus 4.007 kg. Fine, then what's the speed of light? Alice, about 300,000 kilometers per second. If you convert that to meters, you get 3 times 10 to the 8, or about 3 billion meters per second. And what if you square that? 9 times 10 to the 16th. When you multiply that times the original mass, you get 63 times 10 to the mass to the 12th, 62 trillion. 4b. Memento mori is a ninth line. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird pain. Memento mori is a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember death slash mortality. Ninth, clear first to ninth. It seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps it's an anagram, like the words on the wall in the floor of a warehouse. For a warehouse. If it is, then what does this one mean? Hourglass. The hourglass displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use, except maybe for really impatient people. If you were at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance, hey, how long are you going to make me wait? I've already played this hourglass 100 times. Technically 100 times would only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but saying 100 times is much more dramatic, and therefore much more likely to get a desirable response from the waitstaff. Gentle points. These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Oh, come on. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. Little ladies explored across the street times top as known times puzzles solved times money given a gentleman's tracking organization equals total gentleman. No, a small survival knife. It has Myrmidon stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length 150 millimeters. Blade base width 30 millimeters. Base thickness 30 millimeters. There's blood on it, but whose blood? 4B hallway walks. Several of the hallways in 4B use special walks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the walks. Once this had been done, you can explore the entire area at leisure. Principle of causality. The law of cause and effect, specifically that a cause must precede every effect. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the bubble slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is that, in a sense, you are influencing the past. By observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, in a way altering the past. Normally, I would comment here that the quantum level is where things get real. But given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where it gets unreal. Oh. Knox's 10 Commandments. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. 1. The criminal must be mentioned early on. 2. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. 3. No more than one secret room or passage. 4. No hitherto undiscovered poison may be used, nor any appliance which would need a long scientific explanation. 5. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. 7. The detective must not commit the crime. 8. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. 9. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. 10. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. Sun, moon, star key. 3 different types of car keys generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AB gate. Without them, you can't open the AB gate to play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step in your escape. The sun key is used during the first round, the moon key for the second, and the star key for the third. Slingshot. An elementary device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile, frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells, can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. Test site mystery. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert on New Year's Eve 2028. The audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following: 6 of us are dead, counting myself. There are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them, not just these 6. All of them, all 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak, and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. termite, the general term used to refer to the insects in the epifamily Termitidae, or of the cockroach order Volatodea. That's right, even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Although also king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remorai is in the Perciformes order. Have a nice blank 3. Where's 03 says before he leaves, there are a few variations: have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice stress. Conjunction, a term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that two celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the sun than the Earth does, have two types of conjunction. When they are hidden on the other side of the sun, this is referred to as superior conjunction. When they are lined up on the near side of the sun, this is called inferior conjunction. Kanyoji's picture. This is a photograph that Kanyoji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Pillars. As a child of Friend of Junpei, that title's main character, in 999 she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he'd heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing. Minkowski space. Ooh. A way of describing a reality that adds a fourth dimension of time to the 3 dimensions of space. It was described by German mathematician Hermann Minkowski, and therefore bears this name. It's also the name of a ski resort for miniature cows. Lagomorph, scientific name for the order to which the rabbits belong, and 03's actual name. Kanyoji and Alice, when they were split up at the red, blue, and green chromatic doors, Kanyoji told Alice that there was something he had to tell her. That something was, of course, his identity, and that he already knew all about Alice and Einstein, and not because he'd heard about it from Clover. Kanyoji and Clover. After the second round of the AB game, after going through to the purple and green doors, Clover as a soul was heard to say the following to Kanyoji, her opponent. What the heck do you mean with all that? It's not fair. If you're telling the truth, then I... So, what has Kanyoji said to her? The same thing he meant to say to Alice, of course. He told her who he was. That simple fact shook Clover's resolve and made her vote ally. It probably hadn't been his original intention to betray her. But after thinking about Quark's safety, he probably felt he had no choice in to betray her. Oh, AB project. A can stand for after and B for before, but they can also stand for anima and body. Everything that happened in this facility was part of the AB project. The mystery of Phi. So, who was Phi? There are a few clues scattered throughout the story, but nothing conclusive. Perhaps the truth will be revealed at the Mata test site. Deactivation passwords. Here's a little something more about the bomb deactivation passwords. Those passwords, they aren't just gibberish. There's something hidden in each one. I can only give you one hint. +1. Good luck. There's a lot more to the story, but I think we'll stop the secret archives here. Thank you for playing, and we hope you enjoyed the game. All gold files. These aren't gibberish, but I don't understand. Oh, there's so much information in this series. I'm enjoying this a lot. Okay, well, there's one more game. It's Zero Escape 3, Zero Time Dilemma. And wow, so that's the end of Zero Escape 2. Left off with all these people that played the Nonary game, and then they were up against Dio. The point of the Nonary game was to train Sigma and Phi to battle Dio. And it was all that. And then Radical, and because Free the Soul made Radical 6 attack, get released on humanity. So Sigma and Phi had to stop that, and Akane trained Sigma and Phi. Cool. So that's Zero Escape 2 versus Last Reward. Done. Bye. Thank you for watching.